Morning students, as you know that yesterday we have completed our chapter number 4, and today in this video we are going to start our chapter number 5. Okay students, chapter number 5. Okay, but before starting this chapter, let me update you with some changes in this chapter. Student, this is our chapter Minerals and Energy Resources. Chapter number 5, Minerals and Energy Resources. Okay, but as you all know that according to the latest changes regarding syllabus done by CBSE, so this is the latest update that we have to do only the map skill of this chapter. Okay, minerals and energy resources. So let me update you that according to latest changes done by CBSE regarding syllabus, we have to do only map skill of this chapter number 5. Okay, other theoretical aspect it is not in the need to do, so we have to focus about map skill of this chapter, and the chapter is minerals and energy resources. I think this thing is clear to you. So now let me start. Students, as this is our chapter Minerals and Energy Resources, so in the beginning you should be aware about that what is a mineral. Students, pay attention towards one thing, that it's okay that we will focus about the map skill of this chapter, but along with that we have to make a reading also, little bit reading also of the common topics, so that a better understanding can take place. So the chapter is related to minerals, so we should know about that what is a mineral. Student, geologists define mineral as a homogeneous naturally occurring substance with a definable internal structure. It means our geologists define that mineral is a homogeneous naturally occurring substance. Okay, substance means material. It means it's a type of material that we are getting naturally by the natural process we are getting. Okay, we are getting it naturally. Okay, it's a substance with a definable internal structure, and a mineral has its own definable internal structure. Okay, a mineral has its internal structure and it is also definable. Minerals are found in varied forms in nature. Okay, varied means different. These minerals are found in different forms in nature, ranging from the hardest diamond to the softest talc. So this is the definition that what is a mineral. Okay. Okay, now we should discuss about classification of minerals. As you have studied in I think 7th or 8th class also about minerals, students, you all know that majorly we have three types of minerals. Number 1, metallic minerals. Okay, number 2, non-metallic minerals, and number 3, energy minerals. Okay students, in metallic minerals we are also classifying ferrous and non-ferrous minerals. In this category we have iron ore, manganese, nickel, cobalt. Okay, in non-ferrous we have copper, lead, tin, bauxite, etc. Precious minerals, as we all know, that gold, silver, platinum, etc. Now we will take non-metallic minerals. In non-metallic minerals we have mica, salt, potash, sulfur, granite, limestone, marble, sandstone, etc. Now these are energy minerals. Energy minerals means fuel. By these minerals we are getting energy, we are getting fuel. Coal, okay, petroleum, natural gas. So all these are the sources of energy minerals. Now let me explain further. Okay, students, I will read this paragraph, so just attend it. As we all know that India is fortunate to have fairly rich and varied mineral resources. Okay, it means in India we have lot of mineral resources with good quality also. These are unevenly distributed. These minerals are unevenly distributed. Broadly speaking, peninsular rocks contain most of the reserves of coal, metallic minerals, mica, and many other non-metallic minerals. Sedimentary rocks on the western and eastern flanks of the peninsula. It means on the eastern and western flanks of the peninsula we have sedimentary rocks, and here we can find in Gujarat and Assam have most of the petroleum deposits. Okay, you know our Gujarat. Okay, and in our Assam also, in these states we have most of the petroleum deposits. Okay students, now Rajasthan with the rock systems of the peninsula has reserves of many non-ferrous minerals. The vast alluvial plains of North India are almost devoid of economic minerals. These variations exist largely because of the differences in the geological structure, processes, and time involved in the formation of minerals. Okay. So today in this video, especially we will discuss about iron ore. Okay, we will practice our map skill related to iron ore. Okay student, so just to see this diagram. This diagram is showing the production of iron ore, showing state-wise share in percent. Okay, just see the state-wise share in iron ore, okay, in percentage. So see this one. Student, this big part is equal to Odisha. Odisha is producing 52% iron ore. Okay. On number 2 we have Chhattisgarh. In Chhattisgarh we find 16% iron ore. Okay. On number 3 we have Karnataka. In Karnataka we find 14% iron ore. In Jharkhand we find 11% iron ore. In other states we have only 7% iron ore. Okay, so according to this diagram, it is very clear that a very large amount of iron ore has been found in Odisha state only. As you can see that this is our 52%. This is our 52%. Okay. Number 2 Chhattisgarh, number 3 Karnataka, number 4 Jharkhand, and number 5 other states are contributing 7% only. So students, you have to prepare this diagram in your geography notebook also. Okay. Now let me explain about iron ore. Students, as you all know that iron ore is the basic mineral and the backbone of industrial development. As we all know that iron ore is very important mineral, and this is the backbone for every type of industry, small or big. India is rich with fairly abundant resources of iron ore. India is rich in good quality iron ores. Okay. Magnetite, it is the type of iron ore. Magnetite is the finest iron ore with a very high content of iron up to 70%. Okay, this is the part. Okay, name is magnetite. It has excellent magnetic qualities. Magnetite, especially valuable in the electric industry. Number 2 we have hematite. This is magnetite and this is our hematite. Hematite ore is the most important industrial iron ore in terms of the quantity used. Okay student, in terms of the quantity used, but has a slightly lower iron content than magnetite. Okay, it has 50 to 60% iron ore, but magnetite has 70% iron ore. Okay, so now we will move further. Students, now we are discussing about iron ore. Just see this picture of iron ore mining. Okay, the major iron ore belts in India are. Students, you know we have total 4 major iron ore belts in India. 4. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Okay. So this is our map work. Okay, we will practice this map work, but before practice this map work, we should take a little bit reading of these iron belts. Students, number 1 Odisha Jharkhand belt we have. Okay, this is in Odisha. In Odisha, high grade hematite ore is found in Badam Pahar mines in the Mayurbhanj and Kendujhar districts. Okay, in the adjoining Singham district of Jharkhand, hematite iron ore is mined in Gua and Nau Mundi. These are iron ore mines. So Odisha Jharkhand belt, this is located in Odisha and Jharkhand. Number 2, Durg Bastar Chandrapur belt lies in Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra. This belt lies in Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra. Very high grade hematites are found in the famous Balaidila range of hills in the Bastar district of Chhattisgarh. The range of hills comprise of 14 deposits of super high grade hematite iron ore. It has the best physical properties needed for steel making. This iron ore hematite. Iron ore from these mines is exported to Japan and South Korea via Vishakhapatnam port. Okay. Number 3, Bellary Chitradurga Chikkamaguluru Tukamaru belt in Karnataka. This belt lies in Karnataka. This belt has large reserves of iron ore. The Kudermukh mines, located in the western Ghats of Karnataka, are a 100% export unit. Kudermukh deposits are known to be one of the largest in the world. The ore is transported as slurry through a pipeline to a port near Mangaleru. Okay. Number 4, Maharashtra Goa belt. This belt includes the state of Goa and Ratnagiri district of Maharashtra. It means two states are involved in this belt, Maharashtra and Goa. The ores are not of very high quality, yet they are efficiently exploited. Iron ore is exported through Marmagua port. Okay. So students, these are four major belts. Now we will do our map work. Okay students, just pay attention. This is the special work in this video. The major iron ore belts in our India. Students, we have four major iron ore belts in our India. Number 1, Odisha Jharkhand belt. Okay, number 2, Durg Bastar belt, and number 3 है Bellary Chitradurga belt, and number 4 Maharashtra Goa belt. Okay students, so attend it carefully. Students, you know these four circles, number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, and this is number 4. What are these? These are major iron ore belts, as names are also given here. Okay, these four are major iron ore belts. So this is number 1, Odisha Jharkhand belt. Okay students, you know this belt is located in two states, Odisha and Jharkhand. As you all know that this is our Odisha. Okay students, and this is our Jharkhand. So this belt lies into two states, Odisha and Jharkhand. At first, just see the location only. On number 2, we have Durg Bastar belt. Okay, this belt lies in Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra. Okay student, this belt lies in Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra. As we all know, this is our Chhattisgarh and this is our Maharashtra. So this belt lies in two states, Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra. On number 3, this is our Bellary Chitradurga belt. Okay student, this belt lies in Karnataka only. This belt lies in Karnataka. As you can see, this is our Karnataka. On number 4, we have Maharashtra Goa belt, and this belt lies in two states, Goa and Maharashtra. As you all know that this is this very small is our Goa and this is our Maharashtra. Okay students, just see, this symbol is indicating iron ore fields, it means belts. Okay, we have discussed. Number 2, iron ore mines. This triangle is equal to iron ore mines. Students, in this map, just pay attention about these three things. Iron ore fields we have discussed. Now we will discuss iron ore mines. This triangle is equal to iron ore mines, and this black symbol is equal to iron ore exporting ports. Iron ore exporting ports. So now we will discuss about iron ore mines. Okay students, so see, Number one, we have Odisha Jharkhand belt. Student, just take a close look. In Odisha Jharkhand belt, especially we have three iron ore fields, mines, iron ore mines. Number one, it is our Gua, and number two, it is our this triangle, it is our Mayurbhanj, and number three, it is our Kendujhar. This triangle is equal to Kendujhar. Okay, students. Along with that, just see this iron ore exporting port also. This is our Paradweep. Paradweep exporting port. This exporting port is very useful for this iron belt. Okay, because iron ore can easily transport with this exporting port. So this is our Paradweep exporting port. Okay, now number two, take it. Number two, Durg Bastar belt, and as I have told you that this belt lies in Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra. This is our Chhattisgarh and this is our Maharashtra. Just see the iron ore mines, this triangle. Okay, this is our belt, and in this belt many iron ore mines are located. So in this belt we have three iron ore mines. Number one, this is our Durg. Okay, on number two, this is our Chandrapur. This triangle is equal to Chandrapur. Or number three, we have Belai Dilla. Belai Dilla. This triangle is equal to Belai Dilla. So we have these three iron ore mines in Durg Bastar belt. Okay, now take number three. This is our number three, Ballari Chitradurga. I have written here Ballari Chitradurga belt. So in this Bellary Chitradurga belt, we have many iron ore mines. Many iron ore mines. Just see, this is our Bellary. Okay, students, iron ore mine, and this is our Turmakuru iron ore mine. Okay, and this is our Chikmagaluru, and this is our Chikmagaluru iron ore mine. This is okay, students, and we will not take it. This is equal to this is our part, and this is our Kudairmukh iron ore mine. Okay, students, and this is our Chitradurga iron ore mine. We will not take it because this symbol is equal to manganese. Okay, so in this manner, this is our Bellary Chitradurga belt, and we have many iron ore mines in this belt. I have told you the name also, and nearby this iron ore belt, we have a major iron ore exporting port also, as it is here. So the name of this port is Mangaluru port, and you know this Mangaluru port is very useful for this belt. It is very clear that with the help of this Mangaluru port, the people can export iron ore easily. Okay. Now take number four. Number four, it is our Maharashtra Goa belt. As I have written here, Maharashtra Goa belt. Okay, students. Comparatively, this belt is small. So in this belt we have two iron ore mines. Number one, Ratnagiri iron ore mine. This is located in Maharashtra, and number two, we have Goa. Goa iron ore mines. It is located in Goa, and one iron ore exporting port also we have, and the name of this port is Marma Goa. What is the name? Marma Goa. So I am going to repeat. Majorly we have four iron ore major belts. I have written name here also. Okay, in number one, Odisha Jharkhand belt, we have these three iron ore mines. Okay, and in number two, Durg Bastar belt, it is located in Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra. In this belt we have three iron ore mines, Durg, Chandrapur and Balaidila. Number three, Ballari Chitradurga belt. In this belt we have many iron ore mines. I have told you the name also, and this belt is completely located in, tell me, this belt is completely located in Karnataka. Okay, students. Okay, now number four, Maharashtra Goa belt. As you can take an idea by the name, this belt is located in two states, Maharashtra and Goa, and in this belt we have two major iron ore mines. Number one, Ratnagiri, number two, Goa. Okay students, and just once again see iron ore exporting ports. Majorly three exporting ports we have. Number one, Paradeep, okay, and number two, Vishakhapatnam we have this dot, and number three, sorry, four, and number three, Mangaluru we have, and number four, Marmagao we have. So students, today you just attend this video very carefully, okay. Just read about these four belts very carefully and prepare this map in your geography fair notebook. Just write down all these names and fill these four belts, and along with this belt just fill the iron ore mines also, and just fill these iron ore exporting ports also. Students, this is very important map, so pay attention, do it very carefully. Okay, thank you students, have a good day.